What happens if you didn't reach your goals this year? Maybe you didn't stick with your workout routine like you hoped. Maybe your nutrition fell apart during stress. Maybe you plan to train harder, lift heavier, or just simply feel more confident in your body, and the year just didn't unfold that way. Not reaching your goal does not mean you failed. Ask yourself this: how would the strongest version of me handle a stressful day? How would she talk to herself when she feels tired? Welcome to the next episode of the Broads Podcast. It's your girl, Tara La Ferrera. Here we go. End of the year countdown. It's here. I'm sure you're going to see all the videos that's like, and that is the end of the year. I forgot there's like a sound that's like, and now, I can't remember it, but it's like a TikTok song that everyone like puts their videos behind. And you're like, and with that, there it is. And with that, the 2025 season comes to an end. Can you believe? Wow. What a year. Crazy. Can't believe it's been a year. So today we are going to have a conversation about your goals, the goals that you created in the top of the year. Do you remember those goals? Let's talk about them, because what happens if you didn't reach your goals this year? Let's have a real conversation today. This is the time of year. Social media filled with the highlight reels, PRs, transformation photos, habit trackers, things that looked perfect, and captions that go, best year yet. God, I'm already like cringing for those. But maybe you're watching all that thinking, great for them, but that is not what my year looked like. Maybe you didn't stick with your workout routine like you hoped. Maybe your nutrition fell apart during stress. Maybe you plan to train harder, lift heavier, or just simply feel more confident in your body, and the year just didn't unfold that way. Trust me when I tell you I get it. And I want to say something very clearly right here at the beginning. Not reaching your goal does not mean you failed. It means something in your system, your capacity, or your support structure just needs adjusting. That's all. And that is something that we can work with. So there are 10 things I want you to consider as you process your year. Some are practical, some are mindset shifts. All of them will help you move forward without shame and with just more grounded momentum. So let's just dive right into it. Number 1, tell the truth about what actually happened. Now, before we set new goals, we need to take an honest look at the past without shaming ourselves. There's the story we tell ourselves. I was lazy. I didn't care enough. I had no discipline. And then there's the actual story. Maybe your stress was high this year. Maybe you were in a caregiving role. Maybe your mental health took priority. Maybe your workload doubled. Maybe your nervous system was just doing the best it could. And when we skip this step, the most important step, we tend to repeat the same patterns. So ask yourself, what season was I actually in this year? Did my goals match my capacity? And what got in the way? Truly, we do not grow by criticizing ourselves. We grow by understanding ourselves. Number 2, separate effort from outcome. Just because the result didn't show up doesn't mean you weren't doing the work. Strength doesn't always show up on a timeline that feels convenient. Progress is often invisible long before it becomes visible. And see, you may have built better coping skills, more awareness of your needs, more resilience in your routine, more understanding of what throws you off. Those are gains, even if they don't show in a transformation photo, even if they weren't your original goal. Your effort still counts. Your consistency in the middle counts. It matters the most, really, because your growth counts. A year where you didn't hit your goal can still be a year that was building on the foundation required to hit it next year, or maybe shifting that goal. Number 3, identify the missing skill, not the missing motivation. If a goal didn't happen, something maybe just wasn't in place. That something is almost always a skill, not motivation. Now think about it. Did you actually know how to structure your workouts? Did you have a way to actually plan out your meal that was sustainable for you and also something easy? Did you have strategies for staying consistent through hard stress? Did you have accountability when things got hard? You don't need to want it more. You need support building the skill that was actually missing. Now, this is where coaching comes in. You know, I have that for you. Especially something like Broads 101. This is our coach program. It becomes a game changer because it's not about like yelling at yourself to try harder. It's about being taught how to work smart and stay consistent inside your real life. We'll come back to this. But number 4, make your goals smaller and tighter. Most goals fail because they're too big for the current season. Instead of setting goals that require perfect weeks, start with goals that actually work during your average week, because average is where you are most of the season. Some examples are 3 strength sessions a week consistently will outperform doing 6 for 2 weeks and then crashing out. Getting 20 to 30 grams of protein at breakfast daily will do more for you and your hunger hormones than obsessing over clean eating. Walking every day, even for 10 minutes, will shift your stress, sleep, and recovery faster than random bursts of cardio. Shrink the goal until it becomes almost impossible not to follow through. Always think consistency over intensity. Always. Number 5, redefine what progress means. If you zoom out for a second and you only measure your weights, your PRs, or appearance, you're ignoring the progress that actually transform your life. Progress is feeling calmer in your body. It's you stop quitting on yourself when a week gets really hard and say you'll start next week. You have more patience. You have more energy. You choose strength even when you're tired. You trust yourself more. We are not just building stronger bodies. We're building stronger identities. If you became more resilient this year, that absolutely counts. Number 6, stop expecting perfection to be your baseline. I've never been a perfectionist mindset, but I do understand people that are. Because if your plan only works when the day goes perfectly, that's not a plan. Training has to fit inside. Bad sleep, sick kids, travel, deadlines, stress, daylight savings. Like there are so many things that come into play here when it comes to your program, and your systems should be durable, even enough to bend without fully breaking. So if your self-talk has been, I fell off, the reframe is, no, your plan fell apart because it wasn't built with your real life in mind. And again, that is fixable. Number 7, make consistency easier than inconsistency. How can we continuously make things easier so that we stay with them? Instead of relying on willpower, just change your environment and your defaults. Put your workouts in your calendar like a non-negotiable appointment with your boss. Do the same workout every time so starting is easier. Have maybe go-to meals that require 0 brain power. I have 5 of them on repeat. Keep your gym bag packed in your car or by the door. Set your phone across the room at night so you actually go to sleep instead of scrolling. The easier the behavior, the more likely it becomes who you are. We build consistency by removing friction, not by forcing discipline. Number 8, start training like the version of you that you are becoming. This is where identity shifts happen. This is where I just get all giggly inside. Because ask yourself this: how would the strongest version of me handle a stressful day? How would she talk to herself when she feels tired? How would she show up when she doesn't feel motivated? Which happens all the time. And you try on that version, one decision at a time. You don't wait to become her. You practice being her. She is you. You are her. Number 9, pick one non-negotiable to anchor your next season. Not 5, not a full routine, not an overhaul, just one behavior that makes everything easier. So some examples of this are lifting 3 times a week, no debate. 3 times. Stop going for 5 or 6. Protein at breakfast, automatic. 10-minute walk daily, simple and doable. Bedtime routine for actual recovery. Choose one, commit to it for 30 days. Let it become your baseline. Then you build. This is how lifelong results are created. And number 10, please give yourself credit for the year you lived. It's a year you lived. Maybe this year was heavy. I know it was for me. Maybe it took more from you than you expected. Maybe your capacity was being used in simply getting through the days, and that counts as strength. Your body, your schedule, your energy are not excuses. They are your context. And you did the best you could with the capacity you had in this season. Please be proud of that. You are not starting over. You're starting from experience. Now, if you're listening to this and thinking, I know what I want next year to feel different, but I don't know how to build a plan that works for my real life. And that's exactly why I built Broad's Coach. Broad's Coach is all about a one-on-one customized program for you to fit around your life, your chaos, your stress, It's all based on your experience level, what you have access to, and where you're trying to go. We meet you where you're at and continuously make you better. With one-on-one support, group accountability, and a system that actually works, you absolutely will thrive. So make sure you apply with the link in our bio to learn more about how this would work for you. Now, before we wrap up, here are the 10 shifts. Number 1, tell the truth about what happened this year. Number 2, separate effort from outcome. Number 3, identify the missing skill. Number 4, make your goals smaller and tighter. That's what she said. Number 5, redefine progress. Number 6, stop bashing everything on perfection. Number 7, make consistency easier. Number 8, train like your future self. Number 9, pick one non-negotiable. And number 10, give yourself credit through making it through this year. You don't need a new personality next year. You need better support, simpler structure, and the permission to start again. If this episode resonated, please send it to a friend who might need to hear the reminder that the story isn't over just because the year didn't go how they planned. And make sure you're following the podcast. Like, subscribe, rate it, review it. We'd love to see more 5 stars. If you're subscribed, you never have to miss on what's going on next. You're not behind. You are not starting over. You are right on time. All right, broads. We'll talk soon.